What if I told you that the economy of just one specific sector of the car world is larger than the GDP of entire nations? We aren't talking about your daily commuter Toyotas or Hondas. We are talking about the dream machines, the status symbols, the engineering marvels that cost more than a starter home. It's an industry built on pure emotion, staggering margins, and a relentless pursuit of perfection. From the autobahns of Germany to the millionaire driveways of Dubai and the tech hubs of Silicon Valley, the business of selling these automobiles is absolutely massive. But just how big is it? And more importantly, how does a company like Ferrari make more profit selling one car than Ford makes selling 1,000? Today, we're cracking open the books on the luxury car industry to find out exactly how much money is rolling around on four wheels. We see these cars on Instagram, in music videos, and occasionally blowing past us on the highway. But the business behind the badge is even more fascinating than the cars themselves. We're going to look at the valuations, the key players dominating the market, and the massive shift happening right now that's changing everything. Before we drop the total valuation on you, we have to define what we're actually talking about. Luxury in the automotive world is a spectrum. If you wrap an economy car in leather, it's still an economy car. Real industry analysts usually break it down into the premium sector and ultra-luxury. Think of it this way. A Mercedes C-Class is premium, attainable luxury that moves volume. Then you have ultra-luxury, Rolls-Royce, Bentley, Ferrari. When we calculate the size of the luxury car industry, we are combining these powerhouse segments. Okay, the moment of truth. How much is this market worth? According to a report by Fortune Business Insights, the numbers are even bigger than most people realize. The global luxury car market size was valued at a massive $1.29 trillion in 2024. Over $1 trillion generated annually just from high-end vehicles. But here is the crazier part. It is growing incredibly fast. Fortune Business Insights projects the market to grow from $1.43 trillion in 2025 all the way to $2.79 trillion by 2032. That represents a compound annual growth rate of 10.0% during the forecast period. Despite global economic uncertainty, the demand for high-end mobility is skyrocketing. So, who is grabbing the biggest slice of this multi-trillion-dollar pie? When we look at the titans of the industry, it is a mix of heritage and modern powerhouses. Fortune Business Insights identifies the top luxury car companies leading the charge. First, you have the German legends, Mercedes-Benz, Audi, BMW, Porsche, and Volvo. These giants have mastered the art of volume luxury. Then you have the icons of style and royalty, Jaguar Land Rover from the UK and Maserati from Italy. But the list isn't just European. Cadillac represents the US, Lexus holds it down for Japan, and Genesis has emerged as a major player from South Korea. These are the brands defining where that money is spent. Now, let's look at where these cars are actually going. The geography of wealth has shifted dramatically. Traditionally, we think of Europe and North America as the champions of luxury consumption. But the data tells a different story. According to the same report, Asia-Pacific dominated the global market with a staggering share of 62.02% in 2024. That is a massive statistic. More than half of the global luxury car market value is concentrated in the Asia-Pacific region. This pivotal shift means car makers are now designing cars specifically for Asian tastes. Think more screens, more technology, and vastly more rear seat legroom, as many wealthy owners in this region prefer to be driven rather than drive themselves. If you aren't winning in Asia-Pacific today, you aren't winning in the luxury car game. We can't talk about the size of this industry without talking about the two biggest trends fueling its current growth towards that $2.79 trillion mark. Trend number one, the super SUV. 10 years ago, Porsche was mocked for building the Cayenne. Purists hated it. Today, the Cayenne and Macan are cash cows. Everyone caved. Lamborghini made the Urus, Bentley made the Bentayga, and Rolls-Royce made the Cullinan. These massive, high-margin trucks have added tens of billions to the industry's valuation. It turns out, even if you own a supercar, you still need to pick up the kids from private school, and you want to do it in a Lamborghini. Trend number 2 is the quiet revolution, electrification. Luxury is redefining itself. It used to be about the number of cylinders under the hood. Now luxury is defined by silence, seamless technology, and instant torque. The transition to EVs is expensive, but it's opening up new frontiers of pricing. Electric luxury vehicles allow brands to charge a premium for cutting-edge software and autonomous driving features. However, this transition isn't without risk. The luxury market is built on heritage and emotion. The sound of an engine is part of the soul of the machine. Can a silent electric motor ever evoke the same passion as a screaming Italian V12? That is the billion-dollar question keeping CEOs awake at night. So, how big is the luxury car industry? It's a $1.29 trillion juggernaut today, speeding toward nearly $3 trillion in the next decade. It's an industry that survived recessions and pandemics because it sells something recession-proof: aspiration. Whether it's a young entrepreneur buying their first BMW or a billionaire commissioning a one-of-one Bugatti, this industry thrives on the human desire to own the best. If you enjoyed this financial breakdown, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss our next deep dive into the business of cool stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.